Evaluating information for authority is an important step in the research process. It allows you to take a critical look at who is creating the information that you are consuming. In this Galvin instructional video, we'll be discussing authority and using lateral reading to learn more about our sources. Let's start with an example. Say you are getting started on your research and you have already found a few sources that you think are viable options. How do you determine if they are credible and reliable sources of information for your research? One technique you can use is something called lateral reading. Lateral reading can be done for any kind of source, including non-academic sources, and is a good way to find more information about a source to evaluate its authority and credibility. Lateral reading is when you look outside of the source for more information about it, and it's likely something you're already doing every day without realizing it. For example, let's say that you have already found sources on the topic of confidentiality surrounding adolescents in healthcare. This article is from the American College of Pediatricians. At first glance, this seems like a relevant article for our topic, but let's take a closer look. After you've identified the creator of the source, you might look at an author bio or the organization's About page to learn a little bit more about it. In this case, you can learn a lot more about the organization just from the About Us page. It can give you some ideas about who the person is or what this organization does, but it might also leave information out. This is where lateral research comes in. To dig a little bit deeper, you can also do a general search using Google and see what people outside of the organization are saying about them. In this instance, we can click on their Wikipedia page, see what has been written about them by other organizations, or even read about them in the news. You could look at sites like Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, or even Yelp. The goal is to get a larger understanding of a source in order to try to identify if it might have biases or gaps in its information. While this article looked good at face value, doing some lateral research showed that it might not be a great source after all. All of what we just did is to understand the importance of evaluating our sources. It's important to understand that authority can manifest in different ways and depends on context. You may already be familiar with authority that comes from expertise on a subject, like an author who has an advanced degree or has worked in a field for many years. But authority can also come from societal position or other kinds of experience. For example, the mayor of a city has authority based on their elected position, and a person who lived through an historic event would have authority due to their lived experience. It's always important for us to evaluate our sources regardless of where we find them. Evaluating our sources helps us ensure that we're finding credible information to use in our research papers and projects. And one final thing. While doing this kind of research, it's important to understand that everyone has biases of some kind, based on their own personal background, education, and experiences. No source is going to be perfect or bias-free, and that's okay. Having these unique perspectives can often be beneficial, but be aware that these biases can also cause a researcher to limit the information considered. Need additional help? Contact the librarians and Galvin Library at library@iit.edu or check out our research guide in the link on the screen.